Greetings, African family. Welcome to episode 13 of Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. This week I would like to send Pan-African and revolutionary solidarity to all our people who are struggling for liberation around the world. I want to send particularly greetings to our people in West Afrika, in the Sahel, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Chad, in Niger, in Senegal, in the Gambia. I want to send solidarity and greetings to you and encourage you to keep your struggle, keep fighting the good fight for the liberation of our people. And to our people across the Caribbean, I want to send solidarity to you as well, who are fighting for a better life, who are struggling to develop yourself and your family. I want to send greetings to you and to let you know that Brother Dulani is observing and seeing what is happening across the continent, across the Caribbean, also in Europe and in America, Central and South America. I see you. I'm observing you. And I want to encourage you to keep fighting. Fight against this force of imperialism. Fight against the forces of capitalism who is dividing our people, who is extracting the wealth from our land and leaving our people impoverished and keeping our people destitute. I want you to keep resisting and fight for a better world. Because a better world is possible, my people. It's possible. We have to love ourselves enough and see ourselves as divine and sacred enough that we'll fight for ourselves. Fight for your babies and your children and your elders. Keep on fighting, my people. Resist this system of domination that we are faced with. I want to encourage our people, wherever you are, just keep on resisting and doing the best you can. And I know it's difficult, especially if you're working in your 9 to 5, especially if you're homeless, especially if you don't have no job. It's difficult, but you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on fighting. You can't give up. You cannot give up. You just have to know that victory will be won. We have to resist this system. And we have to point out the inequalities when we see it. Point out the neglect of these neo-colonial governments all over our land, in the Caribbean, in Africa. We got to expose them, reveal what they're doing, and demand that our elders be taken care of and our children is taken care of, and demand that our school become Africanized and that we are taught skills for the benefit of our people, to develop our people based on our needs, based on our reality and our condition on the ground. You have to demand these type of reform while we fight to overthrow the system of inequality, the system of oppression that is extracting not only our labor, but our resources and using it to build up the wealth of a handful of people, a small class of people, the ruling class, all over this world, operating, and that they're reaping the benefits of billions and trillions of dollars and wealth and value from our land and from our people. We have to resist them. I particularly like what they're doing in the Sahel, in West Africa, in North Africa, how they are resisting and taking back their land and taking back their resources and demand that the resources are processed in our land. We can process our own resources. We don't need others to take our iron ore and convert it and then sell it back to us at 20 times the price. Take our uranium, take our gold, take our copper, process the raw material and sell it back to us at 20 times the price. Totally unacceptable. This is the type of injustice that we are faced with. All these structures was put in place during our enslavement, during our colonization, these neo-colonial government and these imperialist government have put these type of mechanism in place that we should be grateful. We should be grateful for the little crumbs that we get because they are processing it for us, as if we don't have the intelligence and the skills to process for ourselves. We have to build our roads and our schools and our hospitals for the development of our people. We have to build homes for our people. And we must sell it for crumbs while they bashed an outrageous amount of wealth and resources and leave us in destitute. And some of us are barely surviving. Some of us are living a relatively decent life in terms of you got a home, you got a car, you got a little income coming in, and you think that that is it. You think that that level, you have made it. You have achieved a great status, but that is a small amount of what you can really experience in this world. This world has tremendous amount of resources and benefit for everyone to enjoy. But only a handful of people, only a small percentage of the population of this world is truly enjoying the benefit of this world. And that's why we have to struggle every day to make sure that we take care of ourselves, take care of our family, but also look out for those who are less fortunate. Look out for the elders. Look out for the children. Demand that your basic school is repaired and in good condition, and demand that our teachers are being paid adequately. Demand that we get better working conditions and higher minimum wages. We have to demand that we get some of these resources while we are existing within the system until we can overthrow the system and build a better system for the benefit of everybody. Because the system right now, it serves the hands of a few, the elites, those who have a lot of resources, those who have been able to exploit and oppress over the years. And they're in the position now to exploit any opportunity to come along now. They are first in line to take advantage of this opportunity. It's gotten so bad now that even in places like Jamaica, you got foreigners are coming in and they are exploiting the place and they're getting all of the preferential treatment in the setting up of businesses of all types. And they're making tremendous amount of wealth. It's been extracted out of Jamaica, particularly through the tourist industry. Most of the hotels and the catering services are run by these people that's been brought in that got the finances. Right now, if you want to buy a fan, a bed, a kettle, and any other wholesalers that sell in haberdasheries, it won't be an African selling it to you. It will be a non-African. Because they're coming in and they're seeing the opportunity. And they're coming in with a little investment resources. And because of that, most of the stores them that sell our basic needs, if you want to buy a plate, a cup, it's been sold to us by non-Africans. Because this is how the economic play field, the economic arena has been stacked against us. You know, this whole game of monopoly is being stacked against us as African people. So others are coming in, they're owning all of the resources on a micro level, but also on a macro level, which is the global economic level. They are amassing most of the wealth. And we sit back as an African people and we allow non-Africans to come into Africa, come into the Caribbean, come into Latin America, and they're setting up the shops. They're setting up the shops and they're selling us the goods. And it's the same pattern that I'm noticing all across Africa, all across the Caribbean. We have to do something about that. We have to demand that the government put in place measures to ensure that African children are trained in the art of mercantile, in the art of business operation and entrepreneurship, where we can set up our own businesses. They can set up businesses for the benefit of African people, where we got Africans black people I'm talking about in Jamaica that can be selling us beds and selling us washing machine, selling us fridge and a fan. Most of these products are sold to us by non-Africans. We have to ensure that when we go into a shop, we can see people that look like us. Because we know the dynamic of race have been in our history, where African people have been left behind. They've been cut out of the economic system for the last 500 years. So we have to take extra effort to ensure that we are at the forefront of our development, that we are benefiting primarily from all of the merchandising that's taking place, all the exchange of goods and services. We can also be producers of goods and services. Many are going to Asia and to get goods and selling it back in the Caribbean and Africa. Where we as African people, we as descendants of African people, as black people, we need to be able to go and get those containers, load them up, come back to Jamaica, come back to Africa and set up shop and sell our own people. We can't have the people that's manufacturing the stuff. They're the same people that's coming to set up shop and selling the stuff. Not only they are manufacturers, they are wholesalers, and they are retailers. Where we fit in, our school system has to be geared towards preparing our people to take advantage of the economic system as it exists. They have to train our people to be able to go and get the manufacturing done, or we manufacture our goods ourselves. And we produce our goods ourselves, and we wholesale our goods ourselves, and we retail the goods ourselves, and we consume the goods ourselves. It is important that we get involved in the life cycles of goods and service production at all levels so we can benefit at all levels. Because we are going to be taken advantage of, disadvantage of, by other people who are exploiting our weaknesses. They've seen our weak economic situation and they're coming in with a small amount. Sometimes they can start with a small amount of investment. And you come into a situation where, wow, these people have nothing, they have very little resources, and you can dominate that landscape. One container can start you off. Half a container can start you off. Next thing you know, you're the biggest wholesaler in town, you know? So we got to be careful. And I just wanted to remind us on this journey that we have to take control of our economic destiny while we take control of the political destiny as well. We have to keep an eye on this neo-colonial government and resist it wherever we can while we look after ourselves. So I just want to send greetings to everyone and all those people who are helping the less fortunate in Jamaica. I want to shout you out, you know, Brother Nick, Jamaica Life Nice down there in St. Elizabeth. I see you. I send my solidarity to you. Color Smith TV. I see you down there in Portland and also in Kingston, serving the homeless people, the elders. I see you and I want to salute you. Kino, Life in Jamaica. I see you in Trenchtown helping the people. I salute you and all those others that has been helping our people over the years. I salute you. I send you my revolutionary greetings and let you know that I'm watching you and I will be analyzing what you're doing and I will be commenting. But I will be showing you the political and the economic system that we are operating in that is making a lot of this destitution, this impoverishment you see taking place. They're permitting it. It's by design. It's a systematic operation. And we need to learn how to play the game, or we're going to be abused by this game while we work to overthrow this game and set a new set of rules for this game where people come first, where we look for providing the basic necessities for everyone so everyone can enjoy the wealth of this world. That is a better system than we have today. I want to thank you so much for listening to me. This has been Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. I bid you farewell until we meet again. Walk good, my people. Mahat Ubuntu. Walk good.